Why, hello there YouTube and welcome to a Who review. And yes, you can't see me but you can hear me, meaning this is an audio Who review. So like I say, I'm reviewing a Big Finish audio, and I thought this time, why not review the Sixth Doctor, The Last Adventure, which is one that I've been one that I've been meaning to watch for a very long time, and not watch, listen to for a very long time, and I finally got round to it as people have suggested I should do audio Who reviews. So here we go. So this is, I've already told you, the Sixth Doctor Last Adventure. So this basically takes place between the trial of a Time Lord, the ultimate foe, and the time in the Rani. You see, because I'm sure you're aware, in 1985, Doctor Who was in trouble for being a bit too overly violent and was threatening to be taken off air for 18 months due to its violence from Colin Baker's era, which was probably ahead of its time, but John Nathan Turner managed to save the show for another season, but after the trial of a Time Lord, they didn't want Colin Baker. And of course we all know that Colin Baker was angry and upset and refused to do a regeneration because that's all they wanted him back for. But this, I feel, gives him the send-off that he deserved. So there's about, how many stories? There's 4 stories from the last adventures of the Sixth Doctor. So these all star Colin Baker as the Doctor, and Michael Jason as the Valeyard, who appears in all 4 episodes. Excuse me. So the first episode, the first story in this, The End of the Line, which is written by Simon Bernard and Paul Morris and stars Colin Baker, Miranda Rayson as Constant Clark, and Anthony Howell as Tim Hope, and Chris Finney as Keith Potter, and Oni Uhire as Alice Lloyd, and Hamish Clark as Norman, and Maggie Service as Hilary Ratchie. So this one, the Doctor and his new companion Constance investigate in a train station, investigate these dimensional nexus made out of a train station with ever increasing platforms and people who disappear multiple times who are all dead. This one I enjoyed. I won't give too many spoilers away. I want to keep this spoiler free because, like I say, Big Finish audios are probably very underrated and not many people have heard them. But this was a good story. I did enjoy this one. And, Colin Baker and the rest of the cast put up great vocal performances. And, good story as well. And then, I thought the writing for this one was good. These are quite long, so I'm trying to keep this as short as possible. So next is The Red House. The Red House was written by Alan Barnes, and this one, it has, like I say, Colin Baker as the Doctor. This has India Fisher in it as Charlie Pollard, who, if you listen to Big Finish audios, is actually a companion of the 8th Doctor's. So very, so I'm thinking, she didn't just meet the 8th Doctor, then she obviously met the 6th Doctor. audio adventures. Well, like people say, audio adventures, they can do so much more in this that you wouldn't have got away with on TV. In this one, the Doctor and Charlie investigate a village populated by inverted werewolves, peaceful in their wolf state and ruthless. This was a great story as well, werewolves. So, we've had a werewolf story before, which is Tooth and Claw. In this one, this was a great story as well. We had other characters in there. We had Linda and the sergeant, and yeah, there was some good characters in this one too, and a great story with another little twist in there, including, well, the Master. Obviously not Anthony Ainley, because he's obviously long gone. I can't remember the actor who voiced him, but he did an okay job in this. And then the next story we go to, so this was a good story, The Red House. The next one we go to is Stage Fright, which is written by Matt Fitton. Now, Stage Fright, I actually enjoyed this one a lot. The Doctor crosses paths with the Valeyard, and we have companions in this. Do we? Yeah. So the Doctor in this, he comes across the Valeyard, and on stage, an old friend of the Doctor's named Henry Jago and Professor Lightfoot are in Victorian London, where he stages a play that seems to recall the Doctor's previous regenerations. I actually enjoyed this one. There was some good stuff in this, and some good twists and turns, and the way they were reenacting the Doctor's regenerations, was kind of like an omen that his regeneration was coming up, and I liked that. I enjoyed listening to that episode. And then, of course, we go to the final episode in this audio series, The Brink of Death, where, with the Valeyard's plans coming in fluish. What happens is, the Valeyard is back and up to no good, and is planning to, wanting to kill the Doctor. The Valeyard. Now, the Valeyard, we don't, it is said that he is the Doctor in his final incarnations, like his 12th or 13th. I don't know, I have never really looked much into the Valeyard, but all I'm thinking is he could be the Doctor in some alternate time or line or something. On the DVD extras of Trial of a Timelord I watched, because I've got that box set, Terence Dix actually stated that Valeyard means Doctor of Law. I don't know how it does, but it does. The Valeyard, though, the Doctor in the... What is it he went into in the Trial of a Time Lord? The Fantasy Factory or something? I think he did something that rigged his future or something. I don't know. It's a bit complicated and, well, hard to get my head around, but... this was a great one as well, and we get Bonnie Langford in this as Mel Bush. Now Melanie Bush, isn't my favourite companion. I don't like her. I didn't really like her much in the show. She just got on my nerves and always seemed to scream a lot. And the only reason she ever got her role was for her scream on an Alton Towers ride that John Nathan Turner heard. But she's okay in this, I guess. We also get another Time Lord in this, Genesta, who is a friend of the Doctor's, and we get, brief cameos from Sylvester McCoy and Kate O'Meara, who are, the Seventh Doctor and the Rani. Now, this one I really, really liked. I loved the final moments of the Sixth Doctor in this. Now, basically what they could have done is they could have simply had the regeneration sound effects for this, but no. they chose to go different in this. They actually chose, they actually gave Colin Baker a good speech. Because what actually happened, we find out that the Sixth Doctor didn't bump his head when his TARDIS crashed and the Rani got it. Turns out he got exposed to some radiation which was harmless on humans but deadly to Time Lords, and that's what triggered his regeneration. I liked that final moment where Colin Baker was giving that speech and just saying all these lines, and he even hears the voice of the Seventh Doctor, which is Sylvester McCoy. We hear him speaking, like they both, like the Doctor wonders, wait, who's that? Who is that? Because he doesn't know who it is, and then they say together in sync, my future is in good hands, and then saying, I shall regenerate. That was a fantastic performance there, vocally. Colin Baker actually sells it all, He is fantastic as his Doctor, and, in this, as I've said already, Colin Baker gets the send-off he deserves, because he did it brilliantly in this, and, I really love the whole regeneration sound effects and how it actually ties in with the time and the Rani, because I thought that was, genius. It was fantastic. I enjoyed the Brink of Death a lot in this. I'd say the lowest point for me in this was the Red House, but the whole audio adventures and that is just brilliant with not just Colin Baker and Michael Jason, but the entire cast of this, including Bonnie Langford. Even though I say I'm not really a fan of Mel Bush, I don't blame Bonnie Langford for her performance in this or anything. I just have my reasons for not really being a fan of Mel Bush. But this audio drama was just, brilliant. All of it directed. Oh, and the fourth episode, The Brink of Death, that was actually written by Nicholas Briggs. And the whole audio adventure was directed by Nicholas Briggs. Now, Nicholas Briggs, who knew who writers could actually learn something from this guy? He knows how to write a good story and how to direct audio. Don't just bring Briggs for the TV show to do Daleks and Cybermen and Jadoon. Actually have him write an episode, because he actually can do a good episode. He can actually write good and actually direct great. So Nick Briggs, fantastic with this, what he did with this one. The whole thing is just fantastic. This, I like Big Finish audio because, I can just put my headphones in, close my eyes and just get lost in this thing. I can just see the picture it all in my mind, and just switch off from the rest of the world and get lost in it. That's what I love about these Big Finish audios, and given that I've started to review Big Finish audios, this is like my third Big Finish audio review on this channel, reviewing them, I just, I've forgotten how relaxing listening to these Big Finish audios were, because I did listen to a lot of 8th Doctor ones in 2007, but eventually they stopped showing them stopped broadcasting them on BBC Radio 7, but still, I've been able to find them on CDs and downloads and what have you, and yeah, I really forgotten how great and enjoyable these Big Finish audios are. So, this one, Doctor Who, The Sixth Doctor, The Last Adventures, The Last Adventure, I'm going to give this, I can't rate this visually because, like I say, this is audio, you can only hear it, not see it. So the performances for me by far get a 10. The writing in the writing, I'm actually going to give it an 8. A 10 and an 8. 10 for performances and 8 for the writing, because like I say, I enjoy this a lot. It's a great way to wrap up Colin Baker as the Doctor, because, like I say, I think Colin Baker and Sylvester McCoy were the right guys for the job, but it was just the wrong time for them in the TV show. But audio, yeah, audio is just, like I say, brilliant. And the beauty of Big Finish audio is that classic Doctors can last forever. And yeah, I mean, we don't have William Hartnell, Patrick Troughton or John Pertwee anymore, but we can get great voice actors to portray them. Like the first Doctor adventures, we have like David Bradley. I need to look into more of those, because I haven't listened to any of those, and I've been told they're really great, so I need to try and find like a copy, a CD of it or something, or find some way to listen to that, because yeah, I want to hear more from this. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it from this Who review, audio Who review. So yeah, let me know down in the comments below. Have you heard the Sixth Doctor Last Adventure? If you have, let me know what you think to it down in the comments below. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and to share with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and you're new here and you want to see more Doctor Who content from me, because I do like Doctor Who, as many YouTubers do. Anyway, yeah, I've been Davros the Whovian. This has been my Who review, audio Who review on the Sixth Doctor The Last Adventure. So, yeah, that's it for this one. So until next time, run for your life. I don't know if you heard me click there, but I always end my videos like that, where I clip and point my finger saying, run for your life, like the Ninth Doctor. Okay, well, yeah, I'll say it again. Till next time, there you go, run for your life.